Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to Firearm Friday on the OG Network. We got me, Ron's Opinion Don't Matter, and my brother Jay from the Fattatula Show.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
welcome
yes.
to the people.
Welcome.
Man, and let's.
Apologies.
I am
Welcome,
trying to
welcome,
get
welcome,
myself.
everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Always a pleasure to see everyone. Always a pleasure for those that are coming in. Always a pleasure. We thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And definitely share the channels because you have two channels here that is definitely sharing some information for everybody. And of course, it's always a pleasure to see Brother Ron from Ron's Opinion Don't Matter because on this channel, the Fattatula Show, Ron's opinion does matter.
Only to him, though, not to me. Oh man. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah, of course it's Fire on Friday, and yeah, we're gonna talk firearms, weapons, whatever. I mean, for those that come in, like, subscribe, share, comment, get
Don't
involved.
be afraid. Get involved. That's right. Get
Get
involved.
involved. Let us know how y'all feel. If there's some type of firearm that y'all know about, want to talk about, whatever. We're gonna see where it goes from here. But Jay, you mentioned that you had um some things you wanted to present, I guess. If that's the
Yes, I wanted to
people.
share. Yeah, I wanted to share this with you, because we talk about firearms, and in one of our segments we were talking about a pink firearm, right? And
Uh-oh.
how funny it
Yeah, I still go back and laugh at that one.
and how funny it would be, right, to see one. Now I'm not gonna present one. I'm not gonna present it this
I mean,
evening.
I was gonna say, let me find out you went and bought you a pink gun.
Oh, hell no! I mean, no,
I
not
don't know,
even.
man. I was thinking about it.
The,
No, wait, you gotta hear me out on this one. See, when we was talking, when we was talking, right? And remember at that one point, and I was like, you know what, that might work. So I thought about it. I said, man, what if I'm getting ready to get robbed and I pull out the pink gun and they just don't take me serious and they'd be laughing at me and be like, what the hell is this? Yeah, nah. I'm just joking around.
Listen, you need to take your own life pill. How about that?
No.
You need to take your own life pill. If that's the case. Double
Yeah.
dogs, welcome, 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 brother.
What's
Welcome.
up, my brother Dover Dogs? Yeah,
Look,
that would be funny though. I
that
mean,
that won't that
but
that
you know
that'll be
what? For women, all right, for women, I think it's kind of I understand it
welcome,
from a
Leon.
fashion perspective, but outside of that, I can't.
Nah, man. Nah, nah, nah,
But
nah.
for women, they want their gun to match their purse and their nails and all this.
And that's the
Whatever.
reason. Yeah. Now you see. Now you see what you just said there is the reason why this particular person that I follow, okay, and they have exactly what you said. They purchase according to what they wear, with the caveat. Okay, before I mention who she is, okay, uh, she does a lot. I mean, she's former military first and foremost.
Okay.
Her husband is former military as well, so the both of them have a military background for many years, and they do talks about like what we do, talks about guns. But what the difference is with them is they do more. I want to say field talking. So they're actually at the shooting range talking about the weapons, right?
Oh.
So that's what makes it more interesting. But this particular female, she also has this wonderful thing about a dress code. So she dresses as well, very, very well dressed. I got to give her credit. She's a very well dressed woman. Okay. And she's very stylish. So everything is based. I kid you not. You gotta see what I'm talking about. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and start sharing some information. Her name is Mrs. Red. Mrs. Red. What is it? Mrs. Red. I got to give it a credit. Wait, Mrs. Red Phoenix. That's who she is. Okay, Mrs. Red Phoenix. She's an avid, gun weapon individual, right?
Okay.
And as I mentioned, her and her husband are former military. Okay, and you know what? Let me just share this with you, and you take it from there. How about that? You take it from there. Let me see if I got this one right. I want to make sure.
You pull up the Pink Panthers and all them stuff.
I love it. If I pull up a Pink Panther, we're all getting beaten like slaves.
Pink Panther with a firearm. No, I'm just kidding around.
Where is it at? Oh my gosh, where is she? What is it? What is it? What number is it? This
I'm preparing myself. I want what I want, and I'm gonna get me one.
I understand. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh no, not that, not the pink thing. I want to work on this. This 50 BMG is my next move, man. I got to do it.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get her up there. Okay, so now this is Mrs. Red Phoenix, right? Now she's an avid. I mean, her and her husband. All they do is weapons. Okay, and I mean look. She's got I believe she just recently got her hands on a 22 Dillinger, which is the most beautiful thing. It's literally this big, okay, less than 4 inches, right? Bag of rocks. And she is just dying to shoot that thing. I'm waiting for her to upload the video that she does it. But either way, let me show you something about what she does. Here, take a look at this.
Done some dirt, yeah, I don't talk. Burn some bridges, let them blaze. But I still rise from my lowest days. They see the wreck, I know the war. I ain't who I was, but I ain't nothing more. Lessons learned with blood and flame. I still walk. Taught me in the past, I can't change, but I wear it like a badge. Through the fire, through the flame, I'm gonna say if I'm wrong, but it made me strong. If you're looking for perfect, you're looking too long. I ain't proud.
Look here now.
Oh yeah, she take her stuff seriously when it comes to matching.
Yes. Now that's what she does. I mean, all her weapons that she has, I guess, affiliated herself and or became a sponsor to certain companies that are giving her gear to holster her weapons. From as you saw, her boots. She's got a pair of shorts. I kid you not. She got a pair of shorts that she actually hides a 380 right between her legs, and you can't see it no matter what she's got on. You can't see it. Yet she doesn't like it because she feels that rub. She's maybe about I think she said she's like 185 pounds, muscular, of course, soaking wet, and she doesn't like that feeling of that weapon rubbing on the inside of her leg. Yet she wore a skin tight dress, and you couldn't see the bulge of that nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she hit the gun in her. Yeah, and she had 2 guns. She had one on the left leg, one on the right leg. So she knew what she was doing. And then, of course, when she wears her blazers, she's got one on the left side, one on the right, and you saw her the black suit, black outfit on. She's got a double holster. She's got a 380 on one side and she got a 45 on the other side. So it didn't show. And it's pretty cool. She's sick. But what I wanted to do is, as we talk about weapons, right? And this one, I thought that you would have a real serious laugh about, and or just a good old damn moment. Honestly. Hit it.
Is that an elephant gun?
Oh, I'm gonna let you hear what she says.
All right, it won't let me play it, so you got to
All
click
right.
the play.
All right, hold on.
Purchased her for competition shooting, but decided that I didn't like competition shooting. So, what do? She's that 12 gauge ain't no joke, baby. And then semi-automatic. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's a 12 gauge Benelli.
yeah, that's a big gun.
That's
It was nice looking though.
and it's semi-automatic.
It was nice. It was nice.
That thing, and you know what's amazing is that with the extended barrel or a traditional long barrel,
Right.
it didn't have a lot of kick because she's a small frame woman. She's not, I mean,
Right.
but she's muscular, so she's strong. But it didn't have that much kick, which is kind of strange to me because the next one I want to show you is kind of weird. Hold on, this one I got to show you before I show you this one. Because this here right here, this girl is amazing when she comes. And now, mind you, her husband is
What's up, Justice? What's going on, brother?
Justice, what's happening, brother? What's happening?
It's all good, bro.
Everything. Where everything at? Everything. Look, just for shits and giggles. Look at her setup when she's of course getting ready to go anywhere. And I gotta tell you something funny about this one. Now, before I play this one, now you see she's got the black pants, like tuxedo pants on, black boots,
Right.
her purse, and you see how she's reaching underneath her jacket. In her purse, she's got a 9mm in it. In that purse, she's got a 9mm.
Wow.
Okay, and it don't look like it, but watch this.
We got it. Yeah. Verse.
Jehovah Jireh, you've been my provider, and you're my rider.
Wow.
You've been with me through the fire.
Okay.
No worries, 'cause you got me. Giving up, not likely.
You can't even tell.
Can't
'Cause
tell.
I'm walking in my victory.
And that's what's scary.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't even tell.
No bulge whatsoever. Even when she turns around, there's no bulge. And she's got two 9mm on each side. Those are her 9mm on each side, right? Now, that's just her.
I'm sorry. When you said when she turned around, there's no bulge.
All right, where's Ant? Because Ant would have run with that one.
Thank God there isn't one.
It's all right, Justin. Justice. As long as you stay chilling with us, we good. Yeah, it's a sweet tuck. Now, mind you, she also hides them in her boots. She's got a leg strap that holds a 380. She's got a leg strap that holds a 9mm. Now, I'm not even gonna tell you what she puts in her purse because I saw a video where she pulled out a 357 out of her purse,
Wow.
and I was like, "This is not serious." She's like, she's really, really serious about her stuff. But the one I want to show you is Where'd it go? Right here. I got it. Okay. This one, I specifically had to find this one specifically for you because this one here, I think you're going to be quite amazed being that you have something similar. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
I see the drum.
Yeah. Watch this.
Sega 12 gauge shotgun.
So that's the Sega 12 gauge. At first, when I heard her say it, I thought she was talking about a games console.
you showing your age now.
Hey man, listen, I ain't worried about it. Yeah, she is. She is handling. Yes. She is Sicario. She is definitely Sicario potential. Absolutely. I would hire her in a split second because look, let me tell you something. The things that she does, the things that I've seen her doing is unstinking believable. But this one here hits close to home because, of course, I know Ron has one. So I had to hunt this one video down because Ron, I'm going to tell you like this, brother. She puts you to shame with this one.
Uh-oh.
She puts you to shame with this one. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, my brother.
This is my favorite one right here. This is that 458 SOCOM skeletonized, baby.
You heard what she said, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that what's on the back of your ball?
Yeah, that's what's on the back of the wall.
All right, now watch this.
Baby. Pretty and powerful. Woo!
One
This
more
is my
time.
favorite one right here. This is that 458 SOCOM skeletonized, baby. Pretty and powerful. Woo!
Now, come on, Ron.
Yeah, she handling it. I gotta give her credit. She handling it.
Oliver, bienvenido. Welcome.
I try to tell people, like, if you never, the 458 SOCOM, in my opinion, is one of those guns that, of course, it's not a 50 caliber, but you see that much kick it has,
Right. Right.
and it's fun to shoot. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is between that and the 12 gauge. Those are my two favorite. But if you're talking about just a regular bullet without it being the shells and the slugs and stuff, man.
Bro, she's got one in there that I think you're gonna pee in your pants. I don't know. I'm gonna show that one to you, but I think you'll pee in your pants if I showed you that one. But before I show you, I got some more to show you. And we're gonna talk about these in a moment. All right.
Right.
Get this one up here. Now, This one here was shocking to me because it's on an 8. She says it's an 8K style, right?
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
No, it does look like an AK, but it looked like I can't not think of the name of the dumb gun. Oh my god, is it Draco? Am I thinking about?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Go ahead.
I got to look this one up because this one here, this one may just actually have my pockets emptied out.
Uh-oh.
It has an AK platform. Holds 8 in the magazine. It has a 12-inch barrel. I'm using iron sights. She powerful though. We're at the range, safe location. Let's see how she works. That baby ain't playing no games. Again, AK style shotgun, 12 gauge.
That's nice.
That's beyond nice, man.
That's
Just
nice.
like,
That's
doo,
nice.
doo, 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 doo.
Now you know it's the one that I just recently bought. It's not the AK style, but it's on the AR-15 style
Right.
platform.
Right.
I can actually get an extended clip that holds 10 rounds for it.
Yes.
But the ones that came with it was 5-round clips. But that when I was talking to the guy, the company, they actually do make
Right.
an extended clip that holds 10 rounds, which I am eventually going to look into it. I just didn't bother.
Okay.
Next time I go to the gun show, I might try to see if I can grab a but with that drum that I have that I got is just not a good drum. It just
That was a really, really bad drum that you had picked up.
there was one point where I probably got about 5 rounds out of it where it was consistent, but it wasn't functioning. It wasn't feeding it into that gun the way it should have been fed.
Right,
but
right.
The guy said at this place, he was like, when he asked me the brand, he was like, yeah, he said they've been known to have that problem. But I think one time I'm gonna try to use it again, but I think this time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna oil it and see what happens.
Okay.
But I honestly, it was more. I bought the drum just to see if I run a whole bunch of rounds through it at one time, what effect did it have on a gun? And it ran smooth. So,
right.
But I do definitely need the 10-round clips because
I don't know if you want to turn around clip just quite yet, Ron.
I like my shoulders being abused.
All right, well, I'm gonna tell you what. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more videos to show you before we start talking about breaking your shoulder. Okay. Let me just share, because again, we're gonna talk about these things because it's we're talking about a female here. Let me know when you're ready.
Gotcha.
Ready?
KSG 13.7-inch barrel tactical shotgun. This is the one that I had with me that I traveled with the other day. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot her today, and I'm gonna let you know how she works.
Did you hear what she said? 13.7. She's got a damn shotgun the size of my shoe.
Well, and the funny thing is, I'm not a short barrel person. If you notice, all of mine got long barrels. I'm not really a short barrel person, but I mean, but honestly speaking, in a house, if you're like me, remember I always talk about I'm not really a handgun person.
Right.
Right there for self-defense in the house, being that it ain't big and bulky, that's perfect. That's like having a shotgun and a handgun at the same time.
You absolutely right. And this is why, like I said, I have some real good content that's gonna make you start thinking about these things. Let's watch the rest of what she's gonna say about this beautiful little thing.
All right, this is the Kel-Tec KSG 13.7-inch barrel tactical shotgun. This is the one that I had with me that I traveled with the other day. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot her today, and I'm gonna let you know how she works. She is a pump action shotgun. She has a safety to her. As you can see here, it's on safe, and we're in a safe location. I'm done.
I know what that. Anybody ever been shot at 12 gauge long enough know exactly what that was.
That was like, okay, my shoulder, my arm is gone. I ain't got no feeling. I got a whole bunch of tingly feelings. My fingers are going
Anybody
like
ever
this.
shot a 12 gauge or anything that got a lot of kick to it, they know exactly what that was. You ain't got to spell that one out at all. You know exactly what that was.
Not one bit. Not one bit, boy. Look, and then the worst part is you get that vibration running across the collarbone.
Right.
And making you speak kind of funny because it's vibrating in here.
But those that don't understand what that is, all right, let's just say you play football. For those that never shot a firearm, but let's say you play football and somebody put a hit on you, a real good hit on you, and you be like, you know what, I'm done. I'm gonna sit down for a while.
That's one of
That's what that is. That was that is. When anybody that shot and used firearms to go to range and stuff, I know that. Listen, I've had people. Me and my buddy Sean,
right.
when we was me and him went to the range a little while back, and we were shooting the 458, and I think he after about 5 rounds he was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Damn, 5 rounds he was done.
Yeah, he was like, I'm good. Now me, again, remember I told you, Jay, I like the recoil is what I like. So,
right,
you know what I mean? I'll abuse the hell out of my shoulder.
Well, and this is the reason why I'm showing you this one. This one here, whew, just take a watch this.
That looks like a 5.56.
I love her speed. I love her versatility. And I love the fact that I can make her fold by the press of a button. She is by far one of my favorite guns. I can truly say that I simply love her.
Yeah,
she's
a
a real gun hand too.
Put it underneath the seat of the truck.
Yeah.
She walked around with just a regular, like a gym bag. She walked around with a gym bag, and you know, like she was working out in the gym, and she pulled that thing out. I was like, "Oh shit, who the hell is she gonna light up like they ain't no tomorrow?"
Right.
Again, we know what those weapons can do, right? Now, I got just 2 more for you, and then we're gonna jump right into talking about these things, okay? And I promise you, I'm saving the best one for last.
Uh-oh.
This one she had a little problem with, okay? But we're gonna watch it because I want your opinion on this one. Let me know when you're ready. Ready?
Yeah.
Did you see how her wrist broke?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I want to say she's an expert. I want to say she's an expert shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to tell you what kind of weapon that was, but I could tell you like this. The bullet that comes out of that thing, I call it a tank buster. Okay? That's all I can say. I call it a tank buster. Because when she showed that bullet in her other video, I was like, God. I said, now it explains why her wrists looked like they broke. And how much kickback and how much power there was in that damn thing. Now, I saved the best for last because you and I both talked about this one many, many times over. So I had to save the best for last. And it ain't the pink one. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Preview of the Barrett 50 cal video. Tomorrow it will be on YouTube. It's going down. We're going to do a full review on the Barrett 50 cal. August 24th. Please make sure you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Please make sure that you watch this video. It is gonna be a banger.
Shit, come on. You laughing.
That shoulder can't take no more.
I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you in my comments too.
That shoulder's like, no.
See,
We know that. There it go again.
she said it moved her. She thought she was in a perfect spot because she had a break. I watched the video, the whole review that she did on that weapon. She positioned herself in a way that she was not able to be moved at all. That thing moved her and the objects that was holding her into that spot. Okay. The worst thing about that weapon was what she reviewed when she reviewed it, and I agree with her. You really got to know what you're doing with that weapon, because even as it's designed to hit something 2 miles away, the velocity of that bullet, because it's so damn heavy, it starts to drop.
Right.
So that's the bad part about it. And it's got, and I think if I remember, it's over 760 grain. That damn bullet has got to be as fat as my whole hands, like this. Okay. She did an excellent review on that weapon. I mean, it's amazing. Okay. Even down to the point where she said it doesn't even fit in her screen, because the camera she had, it was way bigger than the actual video. I mean, a camera. But she showed the actual bullets. Each bullet was about $9 a bullet, right? So, I mean, think about, and she bought, because of course she goes to the range. As you see, she's got a range and she goes there. You figure she bought 10 rounds, spent almost $100 just on bullets alone on a 50 cap.
Yeah.
Okay. And she said the only thing she doesn't like, she said a few things, but the main point was that she doesn't like that trying to shoot something 2 miles away doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But yet that weapon was designed not to hit anything 2 miles away. It was designed to hit something within a mile and obliterate it. That's what it's designed to do.
When people, with a 50 caliber, a 50 caliber full range, if you shoot a 50 caliber, it will literally go 4 miles away.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, the distance, 4 miles. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's how far that bullet can travel.
Right. It can't travel. Yet
miles.
the problem is that it won't have the impact.
The velocity. Yeah.
Right. At that 3 mile marker.
Right.
It's already starting to die out. That's the bad thing.
So that's why I think when she say 2 miles, if you shoot it 2 miles, it's going to eventually start the weight of the bullet. The more it slows down, the more the weight just going to bring. Honestly, that was what I was saying about even with the SOCOM. What people don't realize is that it packs a lot of punch, but because the bullet is so fat, that's why I tell people, I said, once you get past about 300 yards, the bullet starts to lose its it's going to start to taper down. That's why it's best before 250 yards away or less you're going to get the best results out of that, out of the SOCOM. But once it starts to go past 250 yards, the bullets, because of the weight of the bullet, it'll probably travel a lot further, but you're not going to hit what you're trying to hit.
Right.
It's going to be hard to take into account how far it's going to dip down.
Right.
So it's a lot involved with that. But, man.
Now, mind you, she is, I want to say, an expert behind weapons because A, she was in the military.
Right.
B, her husband was in the military. And I believe her husband was a sniper in one of the branches. He doesn't talk much about it. He doesn't like to be on camera much. And I could understand why. That also further tells me what his job was.
Right.
And just to watch how you see that she's physically fit, okay? And she does a lot of shooting, okay? She doesn't hold back. She puts her best foot forward. And there are weapons that she's not able to handle, that you can actually see that her shoulder is kicking back as she fires. And she's getting into some serious, serious pain about it. Yet, even with that, our brains are definitely shrinking when you have a freaking title name of Windows, because that right there tells you your window is closed. Windows is not even a thing anymore.
Right.
But all trolls are welcome. That's okay. Troll away.
Yeah.
Troll right
What's
back.
up, Sergio? But yeah, I
Sergio,
don't
welcome. Bienvenido, bienvenido.
she putting in, like, I'm laughing because every time you see when she was shooting the 12 gauge or when she was shooting this the 50 cal, I mean, if you can tell if right now, here's the thing. Remember when I went to review that 12 gauge that I just bought,
Right.
and I ran about 35 rounds
Yes, you did.
through that gun, and when did my shoulder look? Remember I showed you my shoulder, and you was like, I said, look, and he was like, oh snap, because I love, like, for me, the recoil, when they start talking about firearms, and this is just me personally, and the minute I hear them say, oh, we designed it where it doesn't give you a whole lot of recoil, they lose me as a customer because I want the recoil. They literally lose me as a customer because I like the recoil so much that I'm not. Now, if it was, like something for that I just kind of want to have around the house for self-defense, then that don't matter. That's not even important.
Right.
But where they lose me as a customer, when I go to the range, I like all that part. The recoil,
you like to get beat.
Right. The recoil is more important to me than what's up, man? Do magic. How you doing, my brother?
Mando, always good to see you. Thank you for sliding through.
The recoil for me is probably what I enjoy the most. I don't even care about being so accurate as much as it is because I will tuck that gun hard. I'll have it tight up on my shoulder, and then and I remember the first time I took that SOCOM to the range. Actually, it was me and my son.
Right.
And I shot it first, and the range that we was at, which I really don't like going to that range, but we went there, and my son was like off to the side.
Right.
So when you fire off a firearm, it has a tendency to the air from it. Depending on how powerful the gun is, you feel the air move.
Right.
So he's he's like in behind me or whatever. So I'm like, okay, you want to go ahead and you want to get up and go ahead. Now here's the thing. My son been in the firearms before me. Actually, my son is really what really got me into it more from him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He didn't want to shoot it. He's like, no, I'm good. He was like, man, I felt he was like, I felt all that wind move. He was like, I'm good right now, Dad. I'm good. He wanted to touch it. Now, eventually I was like, well, I got the tripod on it, man. You don't have to like tuck it into you like that. But it was he got over that real quick, and then he was like, oh yeah, I like that. And then when I came back later on, I ended up getting the 5.56 only because the 458 is too expensive to be going to the range with. I mean, every time you fire, that's the $2.50 bullet. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, I could understand that. Yeah.
So I ended up getting the 5.56 to offset that, so I have a rifle to take to the range when I go. And I just want, honestly speaking, that 5.56 that I got there, it has a nice kick to it. It actually was. It felt maybe not. It's not the same,
right?
But what it did do was it still satisfied with the recoil and stuff. It still satisfied that while I took it to the range. So I didn't feel like I was missing out by not taking the SOCOM. Once I started taking the 5.56, I was like, oh, I'm good.
Okay. All right, we got a question up there. Sergio, do we need a permit for a firearm?
Well, yeah, no.
It depends. And the reason why it depends is because let's first understand, laws are made and put into play to hinder the law-abiding citizen. That's the first and foremost that you have to understand.
Right.
Now, depending where you live dictates whether you need a permit or not. If I remember correctly, a permit is not your traditional permit like a driver's license permit. This is more of a privilege to own a firearm that you have to get fingerprinted, and you have to have a certification to actually get the weapon. and of course, there's something that's called concealed carry.
Right.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Ron, please interject anytime if I say something wrong.
Well, it's it depends on the state.
Right. That was
All right. So here's where it depends on. It depends on the state. Number one, rather you can where things drastically change. Now,
Right.
if you're looking at it from a federal law, no, you don't. If you look at it from the Constitution, you don't. But when you look at your local counties, states, and stuff, that's where you got to kind of go look and see what are the requirements in there. Now, in the state of Pennsylvania, we have an open carry law. You don't need a permit in the state of Pennsylvania to carry a firearm. You just have to make sure you're not a felon.
and with that being said, if I could just jump in real quick,
Go ahead.
Even as being a felon, there is a way that you are actually allowed to carry now as a felon, because they have dictated in the DOJ, Department of Justice,
Right.
okay, that a felon can legally carry a firearm as long as they go through the proper process to get the firearm and prove why they are eligible to carry that weapon.
Right. Now, saying Giorgio, if you're in Texas, you good. You in
Yeah.
yeah. You
No
ain't got
permit
nothing to
needed.
worry about.
Nothing to
And
worry.
you-
Just go to the store and get fingerprinted.
Go to the store and get what you want.
That's it. But you gotta get
Long as
fingerprinted
you
though.
Like I said, as long as you're not a felon, and like Jay said, there is he said we need a permit to carry open. I don't know about that one.
I don't recall that being so, but I'm gonna tell you what.
We can look that up.
Yeah.
But like I said, in the state of Pennsylvania, well, Mandu Magic lives in Texas. He said, no, you don't.
According, and I'm gonna read to you. I'm gonna read, because see, one thing about Ron's opinion don't matter, and specifically the Spectacular Show,
Right.
I come up with receipts. Many other people don't, but I come up with receipts because when someone sounds stupid, and I'm gonna give them facts.
Right.
According to the state of Texas, okay, the state of Texas no longer requires people to have a license to carry as of 2021.
Okay.
So unless someone is telling you some verbiage that is incorrect,
right.
it was effective September 1st, 2021, that it was not required, and that is according to the state of Texas.
Right. And Mandu Magic said the same thing. He said, no, we do not.
So,
Because he
I
lives
don't
in
know
Texas, so
Sergio, I don't know who's giving you this false information, but we know Mando personally. So even with him confirming it, there's 3 people here confirming there is nothing needed. You have to be fingerprinted and go to the store, get fingerprinted, and purchase your weapon.
yeah. And the
That's
state
it
of
now.
Pennsylvania is just basically, if you're going to pay the state of Pennsylvania, is basically a background check.
Right.
And once you fill out your paperwork, they do the background check. As long as they come back clean, you take your firearm, you pay for your firearm, you go home.
Yep.
That's it. Take it with you.
Just like that.
Now, some states try to
Right.
have these waiting periods, and some of these states and cities have these waiting periods. Now, here's the thing: in the state of Pennsylvania, you can open carry in the state of Pennsylvania. The dynamics change in the city of Philadelphia. In the city of Philadelphia, you can't open carry, but you can conceal carry once you get a concealed carry permit. So, city of Philadelphia think they special.
It's because the city of Pennsylvania got a lot of people running around there without no license and or not required to carry or allowed to carry.
Yeah, but I mean, Philadelphia has had that for a long time, and here's when people don't pay attention to why those things went into play at the time that they went into play. When more African American people started purchasing firearms, the more they started to get restrictive in these type of areas. And this is what people got to look at. You look at the city of Philadelphia, it's highly populated African Americans. You look at the city of New York, it's highly populated with what? African Americans. You look at Baltimore, Los Angeles, and all of these places that are highly populated with those type of people, they're the ones that have the most restrictions on obtaining a firearm. That was, in my opinion, racially motivated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is where they always talk about the racial stuff, but they never point this part out. That's where the racially motivated was, because we want to make sure that we're going to make it complicated and make it harder for a specific group of people to obtain firearms. Now, it's hard to pull that off in other places like Texas and stuff like that. But I'm quite sure, I'm not from Texas, but I always wonder, what's the difference in Texas and Houston, Texas? Like, is there a restriction there?
The laws. As I said before, laws are put into place to hinder the law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding citizen, right? So,
and that's what it is. Like, if I could just get 30 seconds in, because I see Mando's statement up there. He says, only way you need a permit if you're a felon after 15 years of no reoffense. As that may sound true, according to what I am reading, it says there is no universal X years without reoffending. A felon, to get his gun back, it's complex and varies by state, because again, like Ron said a moment ago, federally is not a problem, or it's less of a problem. Right. State-wise, it becomes a problem. So most states, they want to say it's a lifetime ban, but actually it's not, because if you get a pardon, you get an expungement, you got civil rights restoration, which is what they're pretty much fighting now. Right. It's usually 2 to 10 years, right? And even now, with the new laws that they put in with DOJ, it actually comes down to just you getting a lawyer and submitting documentation showing that you have the right to carry. So for the past 6-7 months, it's been getting very, very loose with the federal government, because of course the federal government is the one that decides if you actually can purchase that firearm.
The Constitution is supreme law.
Exactly. Thank you for that. You're absolutely 100% correct.
But again, it's like, I had a buddy of mine that I used to work with, and he was a convicted felon. He got his stuff back, and this was years ago. He got his license to carry back, but he fought for his back, and he got it back. I just think that a lot of times they make it complicated because they know the average person is, number one, is not going to have the money to do it.
Right.
They're not going to see enough value in, I don't need it, I'll just break the law and do it the other way.
Right.
And get caught again, and then now you just dug the hole deeper. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of factors in there why they try to put these restrictions in it. None of this stuff affects criminals, but this is what ends up happening. And I always tell people, man, go through the process, get your right to keep carry back. Yeah. Don't let them tell you what you can and cannot have, because at the end of the day, don't argue that it's criminals, because that's a hard argument to sell. I need to have my rights back, because my rights is for me to protect myself against government tyranny.
Right.
That's a different argument than criminals. Oh, well, you don't need, if they say criminals, they go say, well, you don't need a whole lot for criminals.
Right.
But if you say government tyranny, all right, well, I need access to everything that they have access to. Why? Because how can I compete?
Right.
So that's where my argument is always at. Is I don't use the criminal element, because if you say criminals, they say, all right, well, you just need something good enough to handle criminals.
True. True.
But that's a personal argument, not that's just how I look at it.
All right, let me get 30 seconds. Because you had mentioned Houston and Austin, Texas, there was a difference of laws, right?
I'm not 100% on that, but that's what I wondered.
Okay, so to clarify, there is no difference between Houston and Austin.
Okay,
they both have identical gun laws, because again, like we said before, it comes back to how the federal government dictates what happens, even though a state law can say, oh no, you cannot stop that person from carrying, because that's their constitutional right. And it specifically says if you're 21, you can carry openly or you can conceal it as long as you're 21 years of age without a license. Okay. No problem. Both Houston and Texas. Austin, my bad.
Okay. Now, my question is, outside of those two states, if you're 18, because they said 21,
Right.
What about if you're 18? Because
Well, go ahead.
I'm saying outside of, like, if you go in Texas, does it apply to you if you're 18, or is this the same 21 years of age?
Well, that's a very good question because it comes out to some real interesting stuff. Where it comes down to, again, between federal and state, right? So the minimum age to own a weapon is 18. That's
Right.
how old you have. That's how old you have to be in order to own the weapon. Yet there are some other states that are very strict behind it, like, for example, Alabama, New Mexico, North Dakota, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. They want you to be 21 because they fear that at the age of 21 you may just be a little bit more responsible. And the reason, and I can understand it, because here, of course, in the Carolinas, when I look at a lot of these young guys and young girls toting their weapons, I'm like, do you already know what you're doing? And you don't have your safety on. You know, that simple thing is what a lot of them don't follow through with.
Right.
You know, so that's where it comes. That's where it comes a little tricky for me. So I think it's right that if the person is 18 years of age and they go through the right schooling and the right education to get their weapon, I think it's only right that they actually get their weapon without any cause.
I think you should be able to get it when you're 2.
Shit. I've seen enough stories of people under the age of 17.
No, I'm joking around.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
here's what I always tell people is that to obtain a firearm, it don't take much in most states. You can go to the store, do a background check. This is what I always say is that even if you had the firearm.
All right, man, don't sleep well, brother.
No problem, man. God bless you. God bless you, man. Get some training. Even if you have a firearm at 18 years old, how to properly use it. Go get some professional training. I don't like to give government power over whether you can obtain it or not, but I always still personally think that be responsible and go get training, learn, watch videos, watch the right type of video. I'm not talking about these movies where they shooting up everybody. That's not what this is about. Learn how to properly use and train with a firearm. There are places out there. Listen, and I always talk about this. I talk about this guy once in a while, especially in the city of Philadelphia. His organization is called Black Guns Matter.
Okay.
And he talks about firearms a lot, and he actually has like a nonprofit organization where he trained people for free. I mean, it's technically not free because he's getting people to donate.
Right.
But his name is Maj or something like that. But so when people ask me about him, I always say, that he has a YouTube channel. If y'all want to know, he does have a YouTube channel called Black Guns Matter. But when I say that, when I always ask people if there was a way to do something, the way that he does it is the way I would do it. Now, I'm not out there training and stuff like that. I have trained people on firearms. There is and stuff like that, how to use them and stuff like that. But this is what he does. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I do. So he's the type of this guy. But I always say to people, I don't care. Like when I go to the range, I see people in there with 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old kids that they're training on firearms at the range.
Right.
And it's all legal. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
The reason why I feel like this is what a lot of times these young guys are learning from the streets and they're learning wrong.
Right.
When you get somebody young and you teach them how to respect the gun, how to properly use the gun, they're less likely to use it for the wrong reasons. See, they will always point out the one or two people that actually does it for the wrong reason. But the vast majority of the people that have been trained on guns, even as teenagers, never ever take it that way. It's a very, very small percentage that make that mistake that will do that. But the vast majority of them, fire owners that have children, that have taught and trained them on the use of guns properly, never do that.
Right.
But they will never point that point out. You got a 99% success rate when it comes to them not doing it.
Right.
But what
right.
they will talk about is the 1% that go out there and do something dumb. But here's the flip side of that.
Right.
If you don't teach them in the neighborhoods where they going to get firearms and out in the street doing this dumb stuff, you have a 99% chance they are going to do something stupid because they wasn't trained and they don't respect the firearm. And a 1% chance that they won't. That's the difference.
Right.
And I would debate that with anybody on any platform, anything, because the reality of it is that I go to the range, not a whole lot, but I see the difference. You know what I'm saying? I remember my oldest brother when I was younger than and he had firearms, and he always used to say, you got to respect the gun. You got to respect the gun. You got to respect the gun. He didn't do a whole lot of talking about holding firearms, and he didn't do a whole lot of training, but he always would say, respect the gun. Don't take that gun lightly and stuff like that. Now, me personally, this is just me personally, and, you know, there are rules of owning a gun. I mean, there's some simple rules that people go by. Two of the most simplest rules there. First one is assume every gun is loaded.
Absolutely.
Assume.
Yep.
Every gun, when you pick it up, is loaded.
It's loaded. Yep.
Listen, I have firearms. These two things behind me, I have to take them off the thing and put them away on a regular basis, right?
Right.
Every time I lift that thing up, I make sure it's clear.
Yep.
Every single time.
That's the way to do
I
it.
never take for granted that it ain't nothing in that chamber.
That's right.
I take them off, look them, check in, take the next one off. When I take them out, when I take them out of the safe,
right.
And you would say to yourself, why would you keep doing that if you know that they're empty? Again, it goes back to the mentality. Assume every gun is loaded. When I got my handgun, whenever I pick them up, I drop the clip. If I drop that clip out, I clear. Right. If I put that gun down and pick that gun back up 5 minutes later, guess what I'm doing?
Clearing it.
I'm clearing it again.
That's right.
And the more you make that a habit, the less likely you will make a mistake. And the second thing is never point that thing at anybody that you ain't ready to shoot.
That's right.
That's it. Those are the two largest basics that you should always have in mind as it relates to owning a firearm.
And the worst thing is, those are the two rules that 90% of the people do wrong all the time.
The ones that do it, yeah.
I kid you not. Because I literally just watched a video this morning of this girl. She was on YouTube, and then she popped out the damn magazine. The magazine was full. It was a full clip. And she's over there twirling it like it's a freaking basketball on her finger, while her finger's inside the trigger hole. And she's like this. And I'm like, we know for a fact the safety's not on. We know for a fact the lock mechanism is not put this, because you just knocked that magazine is full. So there has to be one in the chamber.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. And this is me. This I don't know how I don't know if this applies to the gun industry, like standard, but this is just me. If you ever go to a gun range, even though there are people I'm not talking now, some gun ranges don't have nobody there monitoring the people. You just kind of go. And if it's an outdoor one, some of them they just kind of go.
Right.
But I'm talking about rather you're outdoor, indoor. Don't just watch what you're doing, and watch what everybody else in that thing is doing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is real talk.
That's right.
If you're at a gun range and there are other people at the range, watch what they're doing.
That's right.
Because they might have somebody there watching what they're doing. But listen, the hands are quicker than the eyes. Even though that person there is there for everybody's safety, to make sure that you're doing things properly and safely, it don't take but a split second for something to get by them that they don't see. Whenever I go to the range, understand me that number one, if I take people with me, I watch my team. I watch the ones around me. Right. Even though there's somebody there watching, I watch who's with me, especially if I know they're inexperienced people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I take my head out of, oh, I'm not here to shoot. I'm here to watch what they're doing so they can enjoy themselves and nobody get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I watch the people that are around me. Now, yeah, they might have people there watching what I'm doing, but I kid you not, a lot of time when I do go with a group and the people they're watching, they usually kind of stop the watching. They usually kind of don't watch much of what we're doing because they see me all over everybody. And then they watching it. But I'm also out and I'm looking at what people do because I've been at the range and I've seen some crazy people at the range doing reckless stuff. And I've seen the people that were supposed to be monitoring them not seeing some of this stuff happening. And at that point, listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. I know it costs money to go to a range. If you ever go to a range and you see that, pack your stuff up and get out.
That's right.
Don't wait. Don't try to figure it out. Pack your stuff up and get out. Me and my son have been to the range more than once.
Take that loss.
Where we saw stuff. And listen, we never said anything to each other about it. My son, I'm like, he'll turn around like, Dad, I'm ready to go. And I know what that means because I'm at the same place with him. Or I'll be like, yo, time you ready to go? Yeah. We'll talk about it when we get outside. We get outside, I'm like, man, you see, yeah, I saw, yeah, that's why I was ready to go. Because if you're a person that's been around firearms, when people do reckless stuff, it makes you very uncomfortable and it's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
And no matter how many times a person that's monitoring them might even correct them a few times, you see there it's not that the person is not correcting them, it's the person that has the firearm is reckless.
That's right.
And the minute you turn around from them, they still doing reckless stuff. Therefore, the safest thing you can do is get your behind up out of there.
That's right.
As soon and fast as possible. Because I've had to do it. Huh?
No, you're right. Pack up and go. Take that loss.
I had to do it. And the other thing that I do, and this is just me, and I'm gonna give it back to you in a second. When I'm training somebody on firearms, right? Of course, I always show them, I give them the basics, you know, zoom and all of this and that and that. And then I get them up there and they dry fire. I mean, I don't have nothing in the chamber. I make sure it's teaching them, make sure everything clear, nothing in them. They have nothing in there, and they will dry fire. Why? Because I'm trying to see if they're following direction.
Right.
That's the first thing I'm trying to do is see if they're following direction. If you're not following direction, you're never gonna get a bullet in that gun until you're following direction. Now, once I get to the point where I feel comfortable enough with you following direction, and we get one in the chamber, guess what I never do? I never fill up the thing. I put one in the chamber, and you're only going to fire one because I'm going to tell you what happens, and I've seen this happen, especially with new people fire. They fired the gun one time, boom. Oh, they excited. Oh, and they start swinging the gun all crazy. So for me, I never put more than one. I always say, you know what? I'm gonna put one. Once I know that they fired that one off, I know there's nothing else in that gun. If they get too excited and I don't get a chance to stop them from turning around and doing something like that, I know there's only one in the chamber. This is just me.
Right.
And I'm not saying that I am the best trainer in there. I'm not going to tell you I'm a professional because I'm not, but these are some of the basic things that I say that I do when I go to the range and when somebody's with me at all times. Now, if you tell me you know how to shoot, and if I know you know how you know gun range etiquette, and you've been to the range, I don't have to worry about a lot of that stuff. I'm still going to watch, but I don't have to worry. But if I know you've never been to the range and you're not that experienced, that's my move, and it's always been. Right.
And what you're saying is actually true and 100% correct, because even when I went to the range, or when we took the wife and I took a whole bunch of people with us to the range, one of the things I did when everybody decided to go to the range was I said, listen, all of you, including myself, we're going to sit in the class first, because even as I know what I'm supposed to do, I want to hear it again just to make sure I know what I'm doing is correct.
Right.
And after that class is when we actually went into the actual shooting range, right? And one of the things that almost in every shooting range I've gone to, I hear all the people, like the people watching, the instructors, whatever, watching. After you fire, don't move. You point that weapon downward, or lay it back down on the actual mantle. Don't pick it up. You fire it, put it back down. Don't pick it up. Don't turn around. Wait till we tap you. When we tap you, then you can turn around. Because that's letting you know we're watching your back and watching everybody else around. That weapon doesn't come off that mantle.
Mhm.
Even though you may or may not know what you're doing, but we want you to make sure you are safe and we are safe.
Right.
So a tap on the shoulder, okay, we're good. Now you can move. Because
Right.
we want to make sure that weapon's laying down, because at the end of the day, like you said, oh, that was great. Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And all it takes for one to
Oh,
ricochet.
you know, that gun range, that gun need to be pointed down range at all times, or like
All
Jay
time.
said, on that, you know, downward angle, was that 45-degree angle down. But if
Right.
you're in a range, lay it down, pointing
Lay it
down
down
range
yep.
at all times. But like I said, there can always be that brief moment where if you got more rounds in that gun and they get excited and you don't get a chance to stop them from turning around because they just excited from the moment. Oh, that was,
Yeah.
and I've seen it. That's
Yeah.
why I don't, you know,
I seen it one time too. I seen it one time in my life at an open range. The open range is a little different because at an open
yeah, that's
range,
what I said. Yeah,
you're supposed to holster the weapon.
right.
If you're at an open range, you're supposed to holster the weapon, then you hear a whistle, and then you're supposed to turn. This one time, this person was at an open range, and they were so excited they went to holster that joke, and they turned around. Oh yeah, clank, 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 clank. Three more shells in the holster. It wasn't a pretty sight, but it just happens because people get excited. They don't
Right.
secure it correctly.
Yeah, so
You
it's
know?
like,
So
for those that I just say, man, you know, yeah, it's one thing to be able to earn a firearm. The other thing is get real training. And the more you train on the gun, the more you respect the gun, the more you're going to understand the purpose of having it. And they,
Right.
believe me, they tell you they're fun to have. They're a joy to have. I love going to the range. The reason why I don't train out if I take somebody with me that's going to be in a controlled environment at a gun range, not outside. I won't. If I'm taking somebody with me that don't have experience, I need all eyes, not just
all
mine.
eyes on the confined space.
Right? Yeah, not just my eyes. I want the people that's their eyes, their experience, my experience, and if somebody else is with me that got experience, their experience too. And my thing is that once you start to shoot firearms and you start to having guns and you go and you get some experience, and I say, listen, it's one thing you own a gun. Yes, you have access to get it. That's one thing. Rather you 18, 19, 20, 21. I just tell people, make sure you train. Don't just assume you know what you're doing, because you really, really listen. It's so many things with a firearm that you think you know. I've been having them for a while, and there's so much I still don't know. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this show this way and bring people in and talk about it, because I said it when me and you was talking about this, Jay, and I said I want to learn more. So I'm not, as much as I know, there's more that I do not know, and I still want to know
nothing
more.
wrong with learning.
Right, and I want to learn more.
It all makes you more safer. That's all it's gonna do.
And I said I want my audience, to help educate me while we educate each other on our experience with firearms. And listen, they're fun. Listen, what better way to go to a range and shoot off a few rounds and nobody dies, nobody gets shot, nobody get hurt. You're still shooting. So I want you to think about this. You're still shooting. There is nothing more fun than that to know. Listen, now don't get me wrong, you're gonna come out of there broke, probably. But you're gonna have fun. Nobody's gonna die. Nobody's gonna get hurt. And so when people say, "Oh, guns is for killing people," no, they're not.
No,
people kill people. And all of the fun that I have had with firearms and going to the range and stuff like that, it's fun. It is. It is fun. I mean, it just, and nobody gets hurt.
Well, that's the big thing, and Ron, you said it best. The more training you get, whether you know it or you don't know it, the more training you get, the more safer you become, the more knowledgeable you become. And of course, we don't know everything, and it's always good that someone else teaches us something that we don't know, and that's the big key behind being a responsible weapon firearm owner. Because at the end of the day, like yourself, when you have multiple weapons in the house, you need to know how to function each weapon in the event of a situation.
No, I said I don't have multiple weapons.
Yeah, okay. And the two of them on the wall and two shotguns that I know of. I'm just saying. Because I know the olive drab one you just got, and
Yeah.
that silver one you did the music video with,
Yeah,
and the two sitting above your head. So that's why I said multiple.
Yeah, I'm joking around. Yeah, I know that. But
and I do know what's coming down the pipeline, but that's not my business to put out there. But I know what's coming down the pipeline.
yeah, man, I got $5 saved for it now. But listen, man, I like the fact that how the lady that you were showing the videos, and I like how she you can see how much she enjoyed what she does. And like here's the thing, and she took owning a firearm and making it into a fashion statement. Also, yes, she concealing them well. You can't see where it's at and stuff like that. And but again, it's your safety. No, you're one responsible for your safety more than anybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If for what we gonna be having these shows on Fridays, and we're gonna be talking this stuff down the road, and there's gonna be a whole lot of information that's gonna come out of this, out of this show. We're gonna have fun with it like we always do, because that's what we do. We frack around. But there are times we take this stuff and we have to take, there's gonna always be serious moments, there's always gonna be fun moments. Right. And I love where he was showing the videos of this lady and her, using it as a fashion statement. It don't have to, she ain't walking around looking like some dude trying to be tough and stuff like that. Right. She still carry herself like a woman, still carrying herself like a lady, but she got her thing with it too.
That's right.
And again, and that's why,
And what I like a lot, if I could just jump in real quick, what I like a lot about her as well is not only her fashion statement, but also showing that as a woman, okay, that's into firearms, there is a way to be fashionable and protect yourself at the same time.
Yep.
Because again, certain women tend to be seen as helpless and or be taken over quickly. Right. But if you train on how to use a weapon, a firearm, right, and you follow the techniques that you're supposed to follow, and you protect yourself with that firearm, she's showing you that you don't have to, be out there showing it off. She's again, a big shout out to to Mrs. Red Phoenix, because between her and her husband, boy, I tell you, I've watched so many of their videos. I'm like, man.
She knows what she's doing.
They literally have their own gun shop. Like that. They got their own gun shop.
She knows what she's doing. She handles them well. But here is the funniest part is when she was like, "Yeah, I'm done."
I tell you, that vibration hit that collarbone.
Because anybody know when something hurts you, or it's about to hurt you, and you're like, yeah, if I go too far, I'm gonna be feeling it. And here's the thing, and I'm laughing about this because it goes back to the recoil. What I always tell Jay, like, man, I love the recoil part.
Right.
I will damage myself, and I've done it more than once.
Right.
I don't come back bruised. I didn't have fun.
See, I'm the opposite. I prefer to have that much fun in recoil on a handgun versus an actual rifle or shotgun. Right. And the first time that thing hit me up here, boy, and that thing hit me in my throat, and I was like, no. That's it. No.
Now here's the thing. That's the beauty of having a tripod too, because at some point when you wear when now here's the thing. I still tuck it hard even though it's on a tripod.
Yeah, because I was about to jump on you for your tripod. Go ahead.
But now that tripod on the other one, the one he's talking about, that thing, it don't even need to be on there. It's lazy.
The tripod needed a tripod.
Honestly,
man, that tripod was walking backwards.
Yeah, that one, this one that's on this one would have probably been better. All right, so here's the thing on that tripod is it's not a high quality one, but those little knobs on the side, they spring loaded. So they have a spring on them that goes like spring up to open them up. And that hit so hard that the springs and the legs look like that. That guy was like, yeah. I went back and I actually had to hand tightened all that stuff.
Yeah,
you can't do that with that. You gotta actually use a wrench.
Yeah, I mean, it was very comical.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed it, but I didn't want backwards.
Yeah, that thing was like, man. But that gun, man, I like it, man. I was leery about it because of all of the bad stuff I heard about them not running well.
Right.
And but when I was when off the clips that came with the gun, man, that thing was fun.
Well,
and the guy that was at the range, worked at the range, whatever, I can see the look on his face. He was like, man, if I wasn't at work, I'd be like, can I hold it? Can I get a few rounds of that? But it was fun, man. I enjoyed it. Like that gun right there. After getting one, if you're looking for a semi-automatic or something like that, I would have. That's definitely one that that you wanted to clip fair.
What's going on, Chopper?
What's going on, Chopper Chop?
I don't stay in the trunk. Mine on my hip all the time.
I don't never have mine with me.
No, see here.
I keep it in my afro.
I'm on the hip because we want people to know you come this way, 20 feet. Ain't no more talking.
Yeah.
Bottom line. You know what, Ron? You know, unfortunately, as wonderful as it is,
but it was a good show, man. I like what you brought to the table.
Well, I wanted to bring that to the table because you know there's still a couple that I want to talk to you about on the next segment.
Yeah.
Even because it pertains to, as we're talking about safety and understanding why it's necessary. You know, and then we could really dive into like specific weapons if we want. But on I want to talk about the concept of holsters as well, because as you saw with her with Miss Red Phoenix, a big old shout out to her and her husband again.
Right.
We even ourselves as men, we believe, we want to tote it on our right side or tote it on the left side. No, I like mine here. Because when I'm standing there like this, you better think twice about that fifth word to come out your mouth. And if you're standing behind me talking nonsense.
Yeah, I that's where I prefer that too. Like I said, I bought the shirt that holsters them right there.
Manatee.
Huh?
It's called a manatee. That's
but I don't like. I'm just yeah. I sometimes I do have mine where holster inside my pants, but the ones here is better. The problem is that my firearms are a little too heavier for that shirt. Even though I got a smaller one, but they're a little too heavy for that shirt. And the way that they designed the shirt isn't the Velcro in there. I would have to stitch a better quality of Velcro in there.
I'm gonna send you some information on a manatee.
Okay.
And I got that from her husband, Miss Red Phoenix.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah, the one I got, I don't even wear it because I don't really care for. My firearms don't work too well inside there. Ron, you should critique firearm safety videos. I don't know if I'm qualified.
That's a real.
Actually, you know what, Jay? No, we should do a segment like that. Here's the thing. We can find some video. We can do one segment where we find some videos to say what not to do.
That we can do. That yeah. Because like the video I watched this earlier today about the little girl, she was toting the damn pistol.
Stuff like that. Don't do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
What's up, Real King? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Thanks for coming back to the show. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting the subscribe button. But yeah, this is again another great show, brother, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you
enjoy the
allowing me to
show.
be here.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I like what you brought to the table, man. It was interesting because the extending of what we were talking about before with the paint gun and stuff like that. And in that situation, the paint gun works perfect.
Absolutely. And to piggyback off of that, she has one. Now you saw she had that 4.58, right? The same one you got on the wall. And hers was in purple, right? She had purple skeleton on it. That is because she has a purple desert eagle. A shiny purple desert eagle. And I mean, this thing is awesome. That I may be interested in one because it's purple. Okay. And it's shiny purple. It ain't a pink.
Purple ain't that bad. I mean, purple ain't that bad.
No, it's not.
Pink.
It's not.
For a man.
White pink? Nah, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a video where a cop found a 380 pink one in the car where the person says she got no guns in the car. He says, "What the hell is this?" She goes, "Oh, I forgot that was there." It was a pink 380. Mr. Cute. What the hell?
We'll never get away there.
Yeah, we couldn't get away with that one. Yeah, that's all right. But anyway.
Mwah,
mwah,
mwah. Chopper said, "Ron, buy me that purple one. You rich." But yeah, man, I still down the road. I mean, I know we get ready to get off, but down the road, I got something like outside the 50 cal and all that other stuff, man. If I don't get what I want done personally, you know what I'm going to go get, right?
Oh, I have a very good idea what you're going to go get.
Yeah, because you stirred it up.
And I'm going to tell you, the day you go do that, I'm going to drive up to where you at, and we're going to play with it together. Because I want to feel my spine tingling.
Yeah. But yeah, I got to get back to the range myself, man, just so I can get some more, gun footage or whatever.
Right.
I just haven't had time, really.
No,
but I want to pack up. But I want to go and I want to take everything. I want to take everything. Have me a good day. Be there for hours, and just go. Don't leave until I'm broke.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna sit back and watch you do it.
But and then just get a whole lot of footage of me just at the range enjoying myself, and
right.
It's hard too, man, because when I used to go to the range, Anthony was the one who was doing all the videoing, like he was doing all my recording and stuff. Right. But of course, he decided to go to Wild. What's going on, Connor?
Connor, what's happening? What's happening, Connor?
Yeah.
And of course, we know who Connor is with his AIs.
Right.
So with
we're gonna get him out of here anyway. Yeah. But
Ron,
I appreciate it, Jay, man. Until next week, man. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed, wonderful day. Real talk. And we got to get we'll figure it out, Jay, man. Touch some bases, see what next show day is gonna be. I come across stuff. I see you was doing more homework than I was. I'm the lazy one in this, y'all.
You know how I am. I like to come with receipts. I like to keep everybody entertained.
But that's what's up, man. Y'all have a good, blessed, wonderful day. We getting ready to get up out of here.
Yeah, we
like I always say, make God first, man. Jay, you have a good night, brother. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to all the channels. We got to go. But it was a quite bit of a show. We thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for spending time with us. And we out of here. Wait. Don't y'all go nowhere yet. We got a 30-second video that you got to check out before we get up out of here. And with that said, y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We out of here. Peace.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you. No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.